Okay, so this is going to be the Unit 1 review. And in Unit 1, we saw six or five different things that we're going to review today. So the first one, we have text types and their purpose. So a text type is a form or sender of composition that a text is written in. And there are four types of text types. Does anyone remember the four types? ¿Alguien se acuerda de los cuatro tipos de los text types? Can you name them? ¿Los pueden nombrar? If you remember. There are four different text types.
Persuasive.
Okay. Persuasive. Very good.
Newspaper.
Espera, que mucha gente dijo al mismo tiempo. Okay, they're saying informative.
Scripted.
¿Qué cosa? What did you say, Carla?
Descriptivo.
Okay, yeah. Instructive. Very good. Then in the chat, you guys said informative. And the last one? We're missing descriptive. What Denise said, yes. Very good. So we have all these four different text types that we saw. And then, so we have number one, persuasive. The main purpose is to present a point of view and persuade someone to believe it. Presentar un punto de vista y convencer a alguien que lo crea. That's persuasive. Y aquí tenemos los characteristics que se los presenté en la primera o segunda clase. That's here. Then we have the instructive, instruct or tell us how to do something. That one's easy. Esa es fácil. And we have the characteristics. En la prueba, se los voy a explicar ahora, van a ver unas imágenes de textos. Ustedes me van a tener que decir si es instructivo o persuasivo. Y quizás hay una pregunta donde me tengan que decir, o sea, va a decir como qué características tiene. Y va a estar así en multiple choice, en alternativas, y van a estar estas ahí. So you guys need to remember this or know this. Then we have informative. Ahí después lo voy a mostrar cuando muestre la formativa. Informative, we have a text that offers data, definition, description, or facts, and the characteristics. And descriptive describes a single object, location, event, person, or place. Engage all the five senses. Entonces, un informative da data, definiciones, descripciones o hechos. Y este describe un objeto, ubicación, evento, persona o lugar. And engages all the five senses. Que trata de como que poner a la persona, que la persona sienta los cinco sentidos cuando uno está leyendo. And here we have the characteristics. And then we have the purpose of a text. And this is the reason for which an author writes a text. And there are four writing purposes. Do you guys remember them? Hay dos que se parecen a los text types y dos que son diferentes. Persuade. Yeah, persuade, very good. Inform. Yep, very good. And then we have the two different, las dos diferentes. Does anyone remember what each E stands for? Okay, yes, understand entretención, entertainment. Very good. And the last one? Express and entertain. Yes, express and entertain. Very good. Okay, let's see. So persuade, right to convince readers into believing something, parecido a lo que vimos, que era el persuasive, escribir para convencer a alguien en algo. We have inform, to tell you or teach you about something, decir o enseñar sobre algo. Express, show their feelings and emotions. And entertain, write to amuse people and make them laugh. These are the four reasons why an offer writes a text. Any questions about this first part? Preguntas sobre esta primera parte. Everything's good? Okay. What about the rest? Are there any questions, something you don't understand? Or is everything clear? Porque esto igual lo vimos una sola clase, así que that's why I'm asking. Maybe there's some questions about this. But if there are no questions, we're going to continue. No questions? Okay. Okay, the next thing we saw was the simple present. And when do we use it? We use the simple present to talk about routines, duties, and things that always happen. So what were routines? Does anyone remember what routines were? Or what does this mean? ¿Qué significa routines? Rutinas, very good. And duties? Does anyone know what duties mean? No one? Si no sabe el traductor. Duties means deberes. Deberes. Entonces usamos el simple present for routines and duties, rutinas y deberes, and things that always happen. What are things that always happen? Cosa que siempre ocurre. Very good, Denise. Thank you. So, and here we have the simple present with the verb to be. Con el verbo to be. Tenemos el verbo to be sería el am para el I, para el sujeto I am. He, she, or it is. And you, we, and they are. So this is our verb to be, am, is, and are. To make it negative, we add a not after the verb to be to make it negative. And to make it a question, we put the verb to be at the beginning and then the subject and then the rest of the sentence, as you can see. Los verbos to be son am, is, and are. Para hacerlo negativo le ponemos un not después del verb to be. Y para hacer preguntas, lo hacemos con el verb to be al principio y después el sujeto y después el resto de la oración. And then we have the verb to be with common verbs. So here we have he, she, and it. We have he works, she works, I work, they work. To make it negative, we add does not or doesn't at the before the verb to make the sentence negative. So he does not work in the hospital. She doesn't work in a clinic. We do not work. Oh, yeah. Does not and doesn't for he, she, and it. Cuando es I, you, we, and they, usamos el do not o el don't. We do not work. You don't work. Acuérdense, remember this. Acuérdense de esto, que el doesn't es solamente para estos sujetos y el don't es solamente para estos sujetos de acá. El doesn't nunca va a estar con estos. Nunca, nunca, nunca. Y este tampoco nunca va a estar con estos. Sí, sería malo. And then we have the interrogative sentences. Lo mismo, el does. At the beginning of the sentence, the subject and the verb. With he, she, and it, does, and then do with I, you, we, and they. For questions. Any questions? ¿Alguna pregunta sobre el simple present? No? most of it should be really easy because we already saw this. Debería ser fácil porque ya vimos esto. O debería estar claro. Quizás no fácil, pero debería estar claro y quizás maybe there's some questions that maybe someone has that they're not sure about something. But if there are no questions, let's continue. Do not forget that do not forget that the rule, not his, eso está mal escrito. The rule is only used in affirmative sentences where the subject is he, she, and it. Ya, esta parte es importante. No nos olvidemos que cuando tenemos una oración afirmativa con he, she, and it, en esta parte de acá, si se dan cuenta, estos verbos tienen una S al final. Pero acá no, acá tampoco, y aquí tampoco. That's because there's only a rule for these verbs right here. Hay una regla solamente para los verbos cuando es he, she, and it, and it's a positive sentence. Here's the rule. With most verbs, we add an S at the end when we use he, she, and it. For verbs ending in SH, CH, SS, X, or O, we add an ES. So here are some sample: washes, catches, misses, fixes, and goes. And for verbs ending in consonant plus Y, we change the Y to an I before adding ES. So carry, you take out the Y, sacan la Y, ponen una I, and then you add the ES. This is the rule. It's only used in affirmative sentences when the subject is he, she, and it. Only here, solamente acá, en ningún lado más. En lo otro el verbo se mantiene. Como sale a veces cuando le hago ejercicio y les pongo el verbo como en paréntesis, esa es la forma infinitive, sí, infinitive form, infinitiva, en español creo. Y cuando la mayoría de las veces se va a mantener, si es que es I, you, we, and they, se va a mantener igual. Cuando es simple present, porque si es el present continuous, que es lo otro que vimos, ahí sí cambia. Pero si es simple present, ahí el verbo quedaría igual como sale en paréntesis. Con estos sujetos. And then some time expressions. We have every day, always, often, usually, sometimes, and never. Estas time expressions, they're going to be maybe in the sentence, and they can give you hints that the sentence is in simple present. Estas expresiones de tiempo los pueden ayudar como pistas para, pistas para ayudarlo para decidir si es que es simple present o present continuous. Siempre acuérdense de esto, because it can help you. Some sentences might have time expressions, other might not. But it all depends on the context. Todo depende del contexto de la oración para saber si es simple present o present continuous. Any questions about the simple present? No? Okay. And what about the rest? Porque los únicos que me responden son Denise y Sandra. Los demás, ¿hay alguna pregunta? Porque tienen hoy día y el miércoles para hacer todas las preguntas que quieran, de algo que no entiendan. ¿Todo claro? Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, so if everything's clear, let's look at this present continuous, which is the other verbal tense we saw. So, the present continuous, we use it to talk about things that we are doing at the moment or things that are happening now. Cosas que están ocurriendo en el momento, o sea, cosas que estamos haciendo en el momento o cosas que están ocurriendo ahora. We have common verbs. So, yeah, there's only common verbs. No hay como el verbo to be. So we have for affirmative sentences, we use the subject. We put the verb to be here. Si se dan cuenta, el verbo to be está en todas estas oraciones. Y cuando es presente continuo, siempre va a ser así. Siempre va a estar el verbo to be antes del verbo con ing. En negativo, en positivo y en preguntas. So we have the subject, the verb to be, the verb with the ing ending, and the rest of the sentence. I am helping, she is examining, you are washing. To make it negative, we put I am, we put the subject, the verb to be, and not to make it negative, and then the verb. He is not examining, you are not washing. Am I helping? Verb to be at the beginning, subject, and verb. Am I helping? Is she examining? Are you washing? So this is how we form sentences using the present continuous. And yeah. So now we have we do not forget the rule for the for ing ending. We have the general rule, which is add ing at the end of a verb. So eat goes eating, go goes going, and read reading. For verbs ending in w, x, or y, do not double the final letter at the end of the verb when it is x, w, x, or y. Snow, snowing, fix, fixing, play, play. No duplicar la letra final del verbo si es que termina en e, w, x o y. Se mantiene así nomás, se le agrega el ing. Remove the e from the end of the verb and adding ing. Si es que termina en e con consonante, el verbo, se quita la e y se le agrega el ing. Entonces aquí pueden ver dance, dancing, write, writing, write, writing. Verbs ending in ie, remove the ie from the end of the verb and add ing. Entonces si tenemos die, sería dying, lie sería lying, y tie sería tying. Entonces le quitamos la i y la e para estos verbos, los verbos que terminan en ie, y le agregamos y, ing. Consonante, vocal, consonante. Cuando un verbo, when a verb with one syllable ends in a consonant, vowel, or consonant, we double the final consonant. Cuando un verbo termina en consonante, vocal, consonante, duplicamos la última consonante. Cut, cutting. Run, running. Tiene dos N, tiene dos T. Stop, stopping. Tiene dos P. Y después de duplicar la consonante, le agregamos el ing. Y las últimas dos, the last two, last syllable is not stressed. Two or more syllables and final syllable is not stressed. Do not double final letter. Este es si no hay un... ¿cómo se dice en español? O sea, si no está estresada, la última sílaba no se duplica la consonante. Pero, si la última sílaba sí está estresada, se duplica. Porque mira, es happen. Uno hace... El estrés en estas palabras es open, visit. Es al principio. O sea, no sé si se dice estresada, pero es cuando uno lo marca más fuerte. No estoy seguro cómo se dice en español.
¿Acentuada, profe?
Ok, ya, it's probably that. Sí, es probablemente eso. Acentuada. Entonces, cuando el sonido fuerte es al principio, no se duplica la última letra. No se duplica la última consonante. Se deja igual. Entonces, happen, tenemos happening. Open sería opening. Y visit, visit, open, porque no es open. No es visit. Es visit. Al principio se acentúa. Entonces ahí no se duplica la última consonante. Pero aquí, donde sí se acentúa, al final, begin. Sí, begin. Forget. Submit. Aquí sí se duplica la consonante y se le agrega ing. Beginning, forgetting, y submitting. Any questions about this? ¿Preguntas sobre esta regla? Que quizás es un poquito más difícil que la del simple present. No questions? Okay. And we have some time expressions. We have at the moment, now, and right now. Just like simple present, if you see these time expressions in a sentence, they can signal you if it is in present continuous. Las últimas están más difíciles ya. Ya, las últimas dos que estaban ahí eran más difíciles. Si ven estas time expressions, los pueden ayudar a decidir si es que es simple present o present continuous. Estas dos, sí, son un poco más difíciles, pero quizás no lo veamos, quizás no esté en la prueba. No, o sea, no hayan verbos con eso, con este tipo de, o sea, no hayan verbos de este tipo. I don't know, quizás. Todavía no he hecho la prueba, pero ahí tengo que ver. But it should be easy. And then the time expressions. Okay, now we're going to practice. Antes que practiquemos, are there any questions about time expressions? I mean, not time expressions, but what we just saw, de lo que recién vimos. Okay. ¿Se ve o no? Can you see this?
Sí.
See the game? Okay. Okay, so we're going to play this game. We will have a sentence and you have to tell me the missing words. Me tienen que decir las palabras que faltan en la oración. Que va a ser o simple present or present continuous. So let's begin. Déjenme abrir el chat. Okay, so we have, it says blank Susan blank any medication for patients with allergies. Which one is it? Is it do? Kiara says do. What about the rest? Is? Okay, is for the first one? Yeah, is. Okay, is. And then is it prescribes, prescribings, or prescribing?
Prescribing.
Prescribing. Let's see. Okay, so it says, is Susan prescribing any medication for patients with allergies? That was your, let's check. Very good. Yes, that was the right answer. And that was present continuous. Now, here it says, the nurses blank the doctors operate a patient. Is it helps, helping, or help?
Help.
Helps, helps, help. Veo
Help.
helps. Okay, algunos me están diciendo help. Okay. He escuchado más help que helps, así que we're gonna do that one. Yes, it is help. No es helps. Porque helps solamente sería si es una nurse, si es un solo nurse. The nurse helps the doctor, pero aquí está en plural. Acuérdense que el helps, cuando va con la S al final, es solamente con he, she, and it. Pero the nurses serían they. Serían ellas o ellos. So the nurses help the doctors operate a patient. Let's continue. It says Dr. Richards on weekends. Don't operating, doesn't operate, isn't operate. Which one is it? Doesn't. ¿Alguien lo quiere hacer? Porque yo les puedo pasar el control y ustedes pueden escoger quién, o sea, pueden mover lo que está en mi pantalla. Does someone want to do that? ¿O lo sigo haciendo yo nomás? Se pueden ir
Yo quiero
turnando.
hacer una, profe.
Who say yo?
Javiera.
Javiera, ok. A ver, ¿dónde está Javiera?
Pero estoy del celular, igual se puede.
Intentemos. Jairo, no. Javiera, where is it? No, parece que no, porque no me sale en la lista
Oh,
de las personas que le puedo dar. A ver. No, creo que solamente para gente que está en computador. Anyone else wants to try? ¿Alguien más que quiera intentar o should I just do it myself? Lo hago yo. No one? Okay, so what's the right answer? Doesn't operate? Okay. So Dr. Richard doesn't operate on weekends. Let's see. Very good. Doesn't operate. Okay, here we have, I can right now. I am blank if all the equipment is ready.
profe, una consulta.
Mhm.
En el anterior,
Ya.
si hubiese sido isn't operating, ¿habría estado bien?
Si no tuviera weekends, los fines de semana, sí. Si hubiese estado bien. Si hubiese Dr. Richards isn't operating. Espérate, ¿operating o isn't operate?
Operating con el ing.
Ya, si hubiese sido Dr. Richards isn't operating, sí. Pero porque dice on weekends, está hablando como de una rutina. Como dice los fines de semana, es como una rutina. Él no opera los fines de semana. Entonces se va a entender que parte de su rutina semanal es que no opera los fines de semana. Entonces por eso es simple present y no present continuous.
Ah, ya,
¿Se
gracias,
entiende?
profe. Ujú.
¿Sí? Are you sure? Ok. Sí. Por eso, como dice on weekends, se refiere, está dando una fecha. O sea, no una fecha, pero un tiempo. Que puede ser la rutina del doctor. Entonces, como él no opera nunca los fines de semana, tiene que ser simple present. Ok, aquí la segunda. I can right now. I am if all the equipment is ready. Denise said checking. Ivania said checking. Checking. All of you are saying checking. Let's see. Very good. Checking is the right answer. Okay, and here it says I day shifts 3 times a week. Is it works, work, or working? Okay, Denise and Javier said work. Evelyn said work. Sandra said work. Let's check. Very good. Yeah, I work day shifts 3 times a week. Okay, she blank an obstetrician. She am, she is, or she are? She is. Oops. Very good. She is. Sometimes I blank asleep during the night shift. Is it falling, falls, or fall? Fall, let's check. Very good. And here it says now, the hospitals blank people who do not have serious symptoms. Not attends, are not attending, is not attending. Which one is it? Denise said it's not. Jaira says are not attending, are not attending. Okay, a lot of you are saying are not, so we're gonna go with are not attending. And yes, very good, are not attending. The it's the hospitals en plural, the hospitals. Si hubiese sido solamente un solo hospital, es not attending. Ahí sí hubiese sido con es. Pero como es plural, es are not attending. Okay, and this one, it says, blank where I can find Dr. Johnson's office. Are you knowing? Does you know? Or do you know? Then he said, do you? Do you know? Do you know? Okay, a lot of you are saying, do you know? Let's see. Very good. Do you know? And this one says, Tom and Julie are blank medication to the patients. Are not administer, are not administering, or are not administers. Which one is it? Not administering, not administering. Okay. A lot of you are saying this one right here. Let's check. Very good. Okay, and here we have blank, we blank to treat those patients' wounds. Is it do, does, or are? Are we need? Okay. Then he says, are we need? Anyone has a different answer, or is this the answer we're going with? Javiera said, do we need? Okay, so you guys are not sure about this one right here. Anyone else that has an answer? Estamos entre are y do. Anyone else has an opinion? Ivania said do. Cree que es do. Okay. So we have two do's and one are. Do. Sandra said do. Okay, so we have a majority with do. So let's see. Very good. Para que fuera are, necesitaría ser needing. Tendría que ser el verbo con ing. Pero no puede ser are, o sea, sí puede ser are we need, pero el are solamente se usa con el verbo to be. Pero aquí hay más del verbo to be. Entonces no podría ser. Okay, and this one. It says blank, they blank the room for the emergency patients at the moment. So what goes here? Are, is, or do? Okay, are you saying are? Are they preparing? Are they preparing? Okay. Let's check. Ahora sí. Ahora sí es are. Are they preparing? So if you can see the it has the verb in present continuous, and then we have the are here at the beginning. Okay. And here we have we blank to supervise the patient's progress after the surgery. We need, or are needing. You don't know? Are needing, need. Okay, there are two needs and one are needing. We're gonna go with need, since 3 of you already said it, so let's check. Yes, we need to supervise. Very good. And here we have blank Thomas blank the patients. So is it, what do we need first? Is, are, or do? Okay, so you guys said is. And then for the next part, is injecting, is Thomas injecting? Let's see. Very good. Yeah, is Thomas injecting the patients? And the last one. Opens, opening, oh no. Is the maternity unit blank at the moment? Is it opens, opening, or open? Opens, opening, opening. It says at the moment. En este momento. Is it opens or opening? Opening, okay, very good. Let's see. Yes, very good. Opening. Easy or hard? Was it easy or hard? This. See, yeah, there's some of them that you have to think about them. Acuérdense de los time expressions. Algunas tienen, otras no. But you have to decide if they're talking about a routine, duties, or things that always happen, or something that's happening at the moment. Yeah, some of them, some of them were a little hard. So now we're gonna look at the last thing we saw, which were the prepositions of place. So a preposition of place is to describe the position of a person or thing in relation to another person or thing. Esto fue lo último que vimos, que era para describir la posición de algo relacionado a otra cosa. And these are the common prepositions we saw. We have behind, between, in front of, in, at, next to, across from, or opposite to, and on. So I'm not gonna read them. These are the prepositions. So we saw this just like a week ago, so you guys should remember them. Behind, cuando está detrás de algo. Between, entre medio. In front of, adelante. In, adentro. At, es como en un lugar específico. Next to, al lado. Across from, al frente de. Y on, encima. Those are the prepositions of place we saw last week or 2 weeks ago. So to practice, I have this image right here. Si van a Edmodo, was it too fast? Fue muy rápido lo que dije. Si van a Edmodo, van a encontrar una guía que es parecida como la que hicimos con el mapa, pero esta es como una sala de operación. Y van a ver unas cuantas preguntas. Tienen que poner si es que es los prepositions que usamos. Son 6. Es súper cortito. And you have to put the preposition. Lo vamos a hacer en breakout rooms. And then we're all gonna check together. So you should be able to get it from Edmodo. Okay, I'm opening breakout rooms. So you guys can start joining and do those 6 exercises. Y una vez más no les puse los prepositions. Así que se los voy a dejar en el chat. O sea, en el... Ahí van a estar. Kelly, Denise, and Sigrid, join your breakout rooms. Ya lo activé para compartir pantalla. Si esa era su pregunta. So you should be able to share screen.
Ya, ahí está.
Any other questions? ¿Alguna otra pregunta o eso era?
Eso era.
Okay.
Profe, ¿el stretches qué era?
El stretcher y la camilla.
Ah, ya.
Mhm.
Gracias.
You're welcome.
Los rayos X está...
¿Cómo van?
Bien, profe. Bien, tampoco.
Vamos en la 6.
Okay, okay, that's good. Ya, sí, debería ser, it should be easy. Debería ser fácil.
Sí, profe. Debería.
La otra dice de los rayos X. Ya.
Esto
Did you guys finish?
Sí, profe, que no podíamos ver la imagen.
¿Qué cosa?
Es que a mí no me abría el modo, a la Melissa no podía compartir la imagen y la quiero está en el médico, así que estábamos viendo cómo compartir la imagen. Pero ahí ya estamos.
Ya, ya, okay, okay. Did you girls finish?
Hola, profe.
Hello.
Tengo dudas en la 5.
La 5, ok, déjame ver el mío para saber. 5 ya. What's your question?
Que dice que ¿a qué se refiere con taquín?
Está tomando lugar,
Ah,
la cirugía está tomando lugar, y ahí falta
entonces
el
sería,
preposition.
ya, ¿sería in?
Sí,
Ya, bacán.
no inside, in. O sea, Scarlett es in, porque inside no lo hemos visto.
Y, profe, la 5 que dice que el rayo X del riñón,
Ujú.
es que está al lado ya.
Sí,
No,
está en
pasa
el lado
nada.
izquierdo, es otra imagen.
Ya, profe,
Ujú.
ya entiendo.
Okay. So, were you guys able to finish? ¿Terminaron? Yes, yeah, okay, very good. ¿Qué más falta? Falta un grupo que vuelva. And we're going to begin checking this. Okay, everyone's back now. So, can someone read the first one and tell us the answer? Any volunteer who can read number 1 and tell us the answer? No one?
Yo, profe.
Okay, Sandra, go ahead.
Eso sí, en esta tenía como dos ideas.
Okay.
The patient is in the stretcher, o también podía ser at.
Okay. It's not no es ni in ni at. Those two are wrong. Anyone wants to help Sandra with the answer?
¿No es on entonces?
Yes, it is on. The patient is on the stretcher. In es adentro, entonces no puede ser in. At es para un lugar específico, pero como ubicación, no encima de una camilla. Eso no es como una ubicación. Entonces, the patient, el paciente está encima de la camilla. So the patient is on the stretcher. That's why it is on. Okay, number 2. Volunteer. Okay, Denise says next to. Can you read the sentence?
The monitor is next to. Tengo la duda ahí porque no sé si considero el to que ya está ahí o no.
¿Qué cosa? Ah,
No sé si considero. Porque sería
ya, eso
to
fue un error mío.
surgeon.
Sí, el to no tenía que ir ahí. Next to the surgeon. Yeah, next to the surgeon. Or it can be in front of, como dice Sandra, porque hay dos surgeons. Entonces también puede ser in front of. Sí, in front of. In front of. Very good. Number 3. Any volunteers?
Yo, profe.
Okay, Javiera.
The right X of the bones
X-rays.
is over
Mhm.
the life 6 monitor.
Okay, over. Pero de los que hemos visto, los prepositions que hemos visto, porque over no.
Pero está en la guía ese.
¿Está
Over.
over?
Yes.
¿Cuál? Which one? Pero, Javiera, ¿a cuál te refieres?
No sé, la Denise me dijo que estaba en la guía. Hasta me mandó fotos. Donde sale Patricia Estrella.
Ah, tendría que. No, a ver si no les puse.
Pero entonces no es over.
No, no es over.
Es que está como sobre, pero no puede ser
Sí,
on
sí, está
porque
sobre.
también.
O sea, sí, parecía que estuviera sobre, pero es otra la que estoy buscando. Tenemos behind, tenemos between, in front of, in, at, next to, across from, or opposite to, or on. Which ones do you think it is? Alguno dices on. No, it's not
Next
on.
to
No, it's not next to. Next to tiene que ser al lado. Anyone knows? Or do you want me to tell you the answer? Starts with a B. Then comes an E. Any guesses? Behind, yes. Very good. Ya, quizá esta estaba difícil. o no se entendió muy bien. Did anyone put behind? ¿Alguien puso behind como respuesta? No. Ok. Sí, quizás está muy está confusa esta, pero I put behind because the monitor, esta parte de aquí, como yo lo vi, de mi punto de vista, estaba más adelante. Entonces la foto del X-ray estaba más atrás. That's why I put behind. But en la prueba no va a ser tan, va a ser algo más fácil, no algo que los confunda. Ok. Sí, sí, sí. I know it's not 3D, but I will try to pick a better image for the test. Okay, the patient, number 4. Can someone tell me number 4? Yes, between. Very good. And number 5? Can someone read number 5? Denise, can you read it, please?
The surgery is taking place in the surgery room.
Very good. In the surgery room. And the last one, the other x-rays. The ones right here. Can someone tell me what number 6 is? Carla wants to go? Okay. Carla, can you read number 6? I don't think Carla's here. Okay, I'm gonna choose someone. Evelyn, can you read number 6, please?
Yeah, teacher. The X-ray of the kidneys is behind the light.
Yes, behind the light. Ahora sí. Ahora sí están behind. Behind the lights. Very good. Okay. So, the prepositions, are there any questions? ¿Hay alguna pregunta sobre los prepositions? No. Quedé con la duda sobre over, porque estoy seguro que no se los pasé. Pero voy a revisar. No, it's not there, see? Yeah, I don't think I show you that. Okay, and lastly, we have here, I uploaded this image to Edmodo. Puse esta imagen en Edmodo, y creo que en internet también. This is some vocabulary of medical equipment that might be useful for you to understand sentences, que puede ser útil para entender las oraciones. And we have some vocabulary here that can help you. So today we saw stretcher, que estaba ahí. Creo que alguien me preguntó qué era stretcher, yo le dije que era la camilla. So yeah. ¿Qué hora es? No, yo cacho. I think we're gonna leave it for next class. Lo otro. So, next class, we're gonna stop here today. And next class, we're gonna play Kahoot. ¿Han jugado Kahoot antes?
Sí, profe.
Sí. Sí, ok. Entonces la siguiente clase, we're gonna play Kahoot. And then we're gonna look at the formative test. Y vamos a ver la prueba formativa. No. No décimas.
Lloro.
Maybe, pero para la segunda unidad. Ahí lo voy a pensar. I'm gonna think about it. Yeah, not for this, but maybe for the second unit, maybe you can use them there. We will see. Are there any questions? No? Ok, el Kahoot va a tener más sobre, o sea, va a estar más relacionado al hospital team y a los hospital departments, porque hoy día hoy día era más como gramática. Pero en el Kahoot va a haber preguntas sobre los professions, en los departments, y igual va a haber un poquito de gramática, y there are going to be some questions about the text types and purposes, I think. So, if there are no questions, I will see you on Wednesday. Nos veremos el miércoles to play Kahoot and to see the formative test. Bye-bye. Yeah. Bye-bye, guys. If there are no questions, you're free to go. And if you have any questions, you can ask me on Wednesday or send me an email. But you're free to go.